My name's Cayla Marie George. I'm from Australia, Queensland, in a town called Cairns, which is far north Queensland, which is very tropical, so completely opposite to Sopron. Some fun facts about Australia. Like I said before, it's a lot warmer than here right now because it's summer in Australia. It's opposite seasons to Europe. We have a couple of furry animal friends that you guys might know. We have kangaroos in Australia. We have koalas in Australia. And we also have a lot of dangerous, deadly animals that are very scary. What did I hear about Hungary? Well, I heard that it was cold in the winter and it snowed a little bit more than in France when I played in the south of France a few years ago. So I was expecting a lot of cold weather, a lot of snow, which I think this year Sopron's produced a fair amount of snow for what it's used to. To be honest, I know the population's around 9 million, bit of a fun fact for Hungarians there if you didn't know. But yeah, not really a lot, sorry guys. I started playing basketball when I was 9 years old. So in Australia there's a sport called netball. So it's kind of similar to basketball, but there's no dribbling of the ball and there's no backboards on the ring. And so I started playing netball first. It's a little bit too complicated to explain. I'd probably need about half an hour on the video and I just don't think we've got that amount of time. But so yeah, I started playing netball first, and then because I was tall and long and lanky, a basketball coach in under 10s decided to speak to my mum, and then I started playing both for a little while. And then I thought that basketball was a way better sport, so I just quit netball and just played basketball, and then here I am today, a professional basketball player, so I think I made the right choice. My biggest success so far in my basketball career would for sure be going to the Rio Olympic Games and representing my country, Australia. That was such a long process, the selection process, and I worked so hard to try and make that team. And I was so fortunate to be able to go and experience an Olympic Games. Unfortunately for us, hold on one second. Excuse me, I'm just filming. Thank you, Sarah Kernich. Unfortunately, we weren't able to medal, which is the first time in 20 years that the Australian Opals wasn't able to medal, but that's sport for you. You win some, you lose some. So yeah, recovering from that loss. Sorry, our trainer Lucas is so distracting, just down there right now. Give us a wave, Lucas. Yow! Anyways, so yeah, the Olympic Games for sure was my best achievement so far. 100% hands down. Love representing my country. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Well, I guess in life, when I was a teenager, growing into this sport of professional basketball, I had five goals to achieve in my lifetime. I wanted to play professionally in Australia, which I've done. I wanted to play professionally in Europe, which I've done. I also wanted to play in the WNBA, which I've done. I wanted to go to a World Championships with the senior team, which I won a bronze medal in 2014 with the Opals, and I also wanted to compete at an Olympics, which I've done. So off those 5 goals, branched off smaller goals, which I'm working to achieve now as well. But it's exciting for me that as a junior, I wanted these goals and I've to date achieved them. But obviously, like I said, there's more goals within that I'd like to achieve. Currently, outside of basketball, I'm married. I've been married for 1.5 years to my husband Cayla, which some of the fans may have seen me walk around with here after games. He's currently back in Australia though. And I won't see him again until after this season, so that's sad. So if you see me looking sad, come give me a hug. And I'd like to one day have a family and settle down back in Australia. But yeah, that's future. But yeah, I guess just keep playing hard and staying happy, and yeah, I'll see where this roller coaster ride of professional basketball takes me. This year I expect that we will finish off the season super strong. We're already #1 in the Hungarian competition, and I think that we can really keep that top spot if we stay consistent and play hard and play to our strengths. I think we're very hard to stop when we're playing to our strengths. So hopefully we can finish off the season with a bang and a championship and cutting the net at the end, but we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. Right now we're just focusing on maintaining top spots so that we get home court advantage in the finals. And EuroLeague, I think if we just keep pushing the boundaries and pushing ourselves, hopefully we can finish top 6. The best effort would be top 4, but we're still pushing for top 6, so we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, like I said before, if we're playing well and we're working for each other, then who knows what can happen. So, Haja Sopron, is that how you say it?
Hajra.
Hajra.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Need to work on my Hungarian. Okay.
Do you know any Hungarian words? Would you be in trouble if you had to do the shopping by yourself?
Igen. That's about the only word I know, and Gusnam. But I think that Hungarian is quite a tricky language, because when I lived in France, I picked up that language quite quickly. But in Hungarian, it's quite difficult. But I'm still trying. I'm still learning. And if anyone wants to teach me, I've got a lot of time on my hands when I'm not training. So cool.